Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Joyce here at Joy of My Life. I do fashion, beauty, tech, vlogs, and all that beautiful stuff. So if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button down below. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 25 things I learned by 25. When this video gets put up, I will be almost 3 weeks 25, which is crazy to me. I was supposed to film this video the weekend of my birthday, December 4th. My birthday was on a Saturday this year, and I was supposed to film it, but it didn't get done. Like a lot of things that didn't get done this month. So I figured I would finally film it and do it, finally. So we're in the holiday spirit with this top. Give it up for the top. Giving, right? I got this top from Express last year around Christmas time, so I doubt it's still available, but I love the sleeves. I put this simple necklace I got on from Express as well last year, and then just some rings, you know, something simple. And my press-ons here, my press-ons, period. So let me stop talking about my outfit and let's just get into this video. It's never too late to start something. Never, literally never. Like literally just stop telling yourself you're gonna do it and do it. Honestly, a lot of times when you're waiting for the right moment, you're wasting time that you could have spent building up what you wanted to build up. Especially I've seen a lot of people who, you know, want to start a YouTube channel, or they want to start a business, or like just things that they want to accomplish for themselves, and they just wait around so much because they don't know how to start, or they want to have something that is successful from the beginning. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, honestly. Especially the most successful channels and the most successful businesses, they started from nothing and they grew to amazing things now. So you have to start and stop wasting time, girl or boy. Not everything needs to be a side hustle, okay? I feel like our generation is very much about side hustles and making money on any type of accord. I feel like we always have like these things that we want to do on the side like that, or should be just hobbies, but we also want to try to make money from it. I don't think everything that you do on your side, like outside of work, should be something that makes money. You should have stuff that just are hobbies that make you happy and that just, you know, fulfill the rest of your life. People make time for the things that they want to make time for. Now this can go for yourself and obviously other people. I would say yourself because as a person like me, like I procrastinate a lot, and the things that I want to make time for, I'm going to do it. Like I will get up and do those things. I will scroll on TikTok because I want to scroll on TikTok. I will watch a show and watch plenty of episodes of shows, like binge for a long time because I want to. But if I want to maybe go watch a video or go edit a video or film a video, I have to like push myself to do it if I'm not in the mood, you know? So you have to make, you're gonna make time for what you wanna make time for. And when I say other people, people are gonna make time for you when they want to make time for you. Don't be upset when they can't make time for you. Don't get yourself down about it, but that's just the bottom line. And I think it's happened to me on multiple occasions, but people make time for what they want to make time for. One thing I think I've gotten good at, which probably shouldn't be the best thing, but I've gotten good at working under pressure. And this is, once again, due to me being a procrastinator. I have procrastinated in the past to like literally the last minute, and because of those occasions, I've gotten good at working under pressure. I probably need to work on that. So if you're out there just like me, maybe we need to work on this together. Okay, cool. 2022 goal. Another thing I've, I guess, known and learned about myself is I do enjoy planning. I think I get it from my mother, but I do enjoy like planning events or, you know, parties. I love planning my birthday party back before COVID. I loved doing that, even though it was a lot of people that I had to coordinate, but I do enjoy that. I do enjoy like, I guess planning out stuff. Even I'm thinking about Sims, like I planned stuff out for my Sims way in advance. But I just love planning. Also like planning in the sense of like organization, where I'm like on a planner or my content calendar. Like I love doing that type of stuff, like sitting down and just doing it. Now, if I follow it, that's a different story, but I do like the act of just organizing things. One thing I have become aware of is, I guess, my urge to not want to let things go. Like I need to do better at letting go of some of my old possessions, because honestly, when I do let go of them, I don't even remember that I had them. So, and it really doesn't even like affect me. So I think I want to get better at that. It's another goal of mine, but it's also like, I think a lesson for me, or a thing I've learned about myself, because I've just become aware of it. Another thing I've learned is that I really enjoy my own company. I like to have my me time and do what I want to do at certain points of the day and not have anything like on me, you know, like not anything planned for me, like not just work or like other stuff that, you know, I have to do. Like I just like to have time where I could just sit and do what I want to do or get done. I just like that me time sometimes. Friends can be for a season, a reason, or a lifetime. And honestly, I've seen that, you know, that quote before, but it is really true. I've learned definitely through COVID that there are friends that are going to be there forever, and then there are going to be friends that you see and you're friends when you see them, but like we don't really talk as much, which is fine too. But you start to realize, I think, who your friends are going to be, I guess, in this 20s era. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't make more friends later in life, but I think I've found who my really like my lifetime friends are now, in comparison to like my friends that I just had because of like convenience for, you know, different things. Maybe it was a club I was in, or an organization I was part of, or a program I was part of, and like I made those friends from there. It doesn't mean that they're gonna completely stay my friends for a lifetime, you know? They're gonna be my friends still, like I could still consider them friends. They're just not my close friends. They're not my friends that I'm gonna call at the drop of a hat, you know? And I think it's fine to understand that and not get so broken up about that. And I think instead of like being broken up about it, you kind of just remember for what it was. Like it was a good friendship for what it, you know, at that time. Another thing I've learned is that you could have like friends in the present that you have for a reason, that you actually strictly have for a reason. Maybe you have friends that you only brunch with. Maybe you could have friends that you could only travel with. You know, you have different categories of friends that you could do certain things with, because that's when you have the most fun, or that's when there's not that many problems, you know? And I think that's fine to be able to categorize that, at least in your head. You don't have to tell people, but you can have those friends for different occasions or different opportunities, or, you know, different occurrences that you might be involved in, you know? So because I learned that I really like to help people, like kind of like a giving, generous type of like spirit, in the sense of maybe like advice, or I don't know, like just like talking to people, honestly. I've learned that you can't force people to do things. And what I mean by this is like, you can't force people to want things for themselves. Like you could give them as much information as possible, but they're gonna do what they want to do. And at the end of the day, they're them, you're you, and you can only help them as much as you can, and then you leave it to them. And I've had to learn this, and it sucks sometimes, because I always I feel like sometimes I see potential people, I'm like, oh my God, like you could do this, and sometimes they don't follow through, or they might ask me for my advice, and then they don't take my advice. That's a lot of my friends, but I think you just really can't force people to do things. A lot of times when the person realizes it for themselves is when they actually want to, you know, change or do things for themselves. So you have to let that epiphany happen for other people and not get mad about people not taking your help or your advice or anything like that. Not everyone is going to like you. So stop worrying about them liking you. And this is me telling my old self this, because I definitely had a period in my life where I really wanted a lot of people to like me. Like I was nice to everyone, so I just figured everyone liked me because I was just nice. And that's really not the case, like, because I don't even like everyone. Let's be real. Like you don't even like everyone like that. So how do you expect other people to like you all the time, like everyone to like you, you know? Because it just doesn't happen. You could be cordial to someone, but it doesn't mean that you like them, you know? You don't always have to appease everyone. Sometimes you can prioritize what you want over what other people want. Now, again, this is another talking to mini Joyce, but you don't have to please everyone. You don't have to make sure everyone feels happy in the situation, because everyone will get over it. Let's be real. And it honestly wastes your time sometimes to like be so caring, because they're not gonna do the same for you. But also it's just like, sometimes you need to prioritize like actually what you are, because a lot of times when you're trying to appease everyone else, your feelings or your wants get completely disregarded. So don't always appease everyone. Never stop learning. Okay, so I say this because there's always opportunities to learn. You can learn a new skill, you can learn about the industry that you're working in. I think everything is ever changing, especially tech. I mean, not everyone is in the tech industry, but you can always learn about the tech industry. I'm always learning more about like the influencer creator industry, because it's changing all the time, honestly. There's new algorithms, there's new ways to earn money, all that stuff. Like there's a lot of times you can always just keep learning, always reading articles, the news, all that stuff. You're just learning all the time. And I think it's good to continue to keep learning, because you can never know everything in the world, but it's good to know, you know, some new knowledge. Everyone has their own path, so stop comparing yourself. Honestly, I think this goes for a lot of people in my age group, because I feel like your 20s is when you start seeing people either have kids, get married, start a big career, or like buy a house, or maybe they're investing, or maybe they're into real estate and flipping houses and they own all these houses. Like you see so many different paths of life, and when you're starting to like compare yourself, you're like, why am I not doing that? Do not compare yourself to anyone else. Everyone has their own path, and you get to where you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to get to it. You can't live in your comfort zone forever. And when I say this, because you'll never grow if you stay comfortable. Like a lot of the times when you're growing, it's when you're put in an unpredictable situation or in a place where you're uncomfortable, honestly, and you grow from that uncomfortableness, because you're trying to adapt to a new experience, a new situation. So do not be afraid to, you know, maybe walk outside your comfort zone once in a while. Everything happens for a reason. And I say this because I feel like God won't take away what he won't replace something, you know, like better with. And there's a lot of times where you might be upset that something didn't work out, but in the end, you end up getting something really good, you know? So I don't want you to think that everything is the end of the world, because honestly, when you see why you went through that, you'll be like, oh, okay, I understand now, you know? And I've seen that a lot of times with me, where something has happened to me. Like, I guess, for example, I guess when I tried out for the softball team in high school, I played softball in middle school. I wasn't the amazing, like the most best at it, but I did play it, and I thought, okay, like I'm going to high school, I'm going to play the softball team. I didn't get on it, and I was kind of upset, but not crazily upset. It did, you know, hurt me for a little, because other people I had tried out with got on, and I didn't. And then I got on the bowling team, and the bowling team fit me so much better because I did not have to go outside. I got very good at it. I did very well in bowling, and yeah, softball, it was like practice all the time. Yeah, you do not need to spend the money just because you have the money. I'm talking to myself. I saw this in a video, Natalie Barbu's video. She was talking about lifestyle creep. And honestly, it's very true. Especially when you start making more money at a better job or whatever. Because you have the money, you feel like, oh yeah, like I have money now, like I could spend it. And honestly, you shouldn't up your lifestyle just because you have more money. Like you should be able to live the same lifestyle and then have like money left over, you know? So I've learned to do this, but yeah, definitely do not just spend the money just because you have the money. Let's think about if you need it first. It's important to maintain and nurture your relationships, whether that be like with your coworkers, your friends, your family, like your mentors, all that. Like, it's important to keep those relationships and put in effort to those relationships. I know that things can get busy. I know with COVID, like we really weren't seeing people as much, but it's good to at least, you know, continue to reach out or, you know, make time to talk to them or spend time with them, because you do want to have those relationships and keep them throughout your life. Even if it's, like I said, for a reason or a season, but at least for the time being, like, you want to nurture those relationships as best as you can. You have to invest in self-care. And now this is another one to me, because I have definitely depleted my self-care. But you have to invest in it. You only get one body. You only get one, like, skin. So you need to, you know, give yourself the best self-care. And that's with health, like with, you know, eating right, exercising, doing all of that, taking care of your skin, so skin care, body care, you know, personal hygiene, all of that. Like maybe doing your nails or getting your brows done, maybe putting some makeup on to make yourself feel good. You know, all those things, you know, contribute to self-care. So, you know, definitely indulge in it and treat yourself once in a while. Don't waste your energy on meaningless arguments. It's just not worth it, honestly. Sometimes it's just better to walk away from a situation instead of like going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like, what is that doing, honestly? Especially if the person's not gonna concede, or they're just trying to make themselves feel better and just like trying to one-up you. Sometimes it's better to just let them think what they think and just keep it going, because at the end of it, like, who cares? You know, like it's sometimes it's not worth it at all. Take advantage of all those benefits you have at your disposal. And I'm talking to, you know, all these people who are working and, you know, have benefits at their job. Maximize that 401k while your employer is matching you. You know, take that PTO. If they have mental health days, take advantage of it. Honestly, anything you could do, take advantage of it, because sometimes you won't have those benefits at maybe your next job. Don't not use it. And if you're, you know, switching jobs, look for those types of benefits in those new opportunities, because maybe you could give it even better benefits at the next job. It's good to be in touch with your emotions. Another one for me. Personally, I'm not like crazy emotional. Like, I cry the most when I'm watching a movie, like a sad movie. That's when I'll cry. I don't really cry on the daily. It is good to have a cry sometimes. Crying sessions are very good for your mental health sometimes, you know? So it's not, do not look down upon that, but definitely it's okay to be in touch with them and feel them when you need to feel them. Do not feel down about that. Stay positive even through the tough times. I've always been a pretty optimistic person, so I think I've just learned how there's like benefits to being positive, and sometimes when you look at the negatives of the situation, it just brings down your whole mood, and it really can affect your body. Like, honestly, if you're stressing about something or just really feeling bad about something, like, it could affect your body. So you want to try to be very positive and try to look at the, you know, the bright side or the silver lining into certain situations, and sometimes it really brings out the better and facilitates the best situation at the end, you know? Stop downplaying what you have contributed to your job, your cause, maybe like you're in politics or in a nonprofit, or just your life. Like, stop downplaying it. You have done so much, and you've done so much to get to this point, and you should be celebrating that. Like, know your worth, embrace your worth, and really celebrate your wins, you know? Because that makes you just even better for the next opportunity that comes around. And last but certainly not least, you should be happy with yourself as a person without any external validation. You know, I like who I am. I like how I treat others. I like what I've done, and I'm glad I can say that about myself and be happy within myself, because I think that presents to other people well, and I think it also just makes you more confident in what your abilities are and what you can do. I think you have to be happy with what you're doing before anyone else can root for you or, I guess, help you in any way, you know? So yeah, guys, those are the 25 things I've learned by 25. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, maybe got some, I guess, advice or like motivation from this video, hopefully. But if not, just I hope you enjoyed me sharing all of my things I've learned. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.